6, a 5, 6, 7, 8. Who's got the freshest scoop in town? Who's got the biggest smile around? Who's gonna get you back on your feet? It's your doll, just give her a call. Update, here's your update. It's the update, here's your update. She's the update, here's your update. It's the update, here's your update.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back. We are on episode 13 of the In the Chat with yours truly, baddest, skinniest, hottest girl in the game. Right. So yeah, today's been chill, I guess. I low-key have had a thick one, NGO. It was chill still, but like I low-key did a lot. I worked today. I came home. I feel like I did more than that. I guess not. Well, okay. So T is recently, like this past week, I've been house sitting for Destiny. So I'm here right now in my room to film the pod, but I will be going back to Destiny's. But yeah, I've just been house sitting for my shawty because she's hot and on a cruise, so she's doing what it do while y'all bitches chill, you know. Yeah, she's just pussing, so I'm watching the doggies. I'm house sitting. I'm having a blast. Just chilling, you know. On my lonesome. It's whatever. It's a vibe. I'll get over it. But my shawty will be back soon, so it's okay. I'm just holding out till she get here. Keep a shit afloat. Tight beat. You feel it. And other news, what else has gone on with me? I haven't really done much, really. I've just been working a lot because I'm off next week because it's gonna be the 4th of July. Is there nothing in there? Ooh, that was a little rough. Sorry, guys, my bad. But yeah, like we're gonna be off for the 4th, so just taking a week off, a breather, you know. Maybe gonna vibe. In some ways, you know. I'm just a girl. I'm just doing stuff and hanging out with people and stuff. And that's really just normal for girls to do because we're hot, and so we do things like that. But yeah, no book, no Phantom of the Opera book. I didn't get it because only Lindsay commented. Yeah, I saw you. Yeah, I name drop because Lindsay is the only one of the rest of y'all who said I should get the book, and that made me feel some type of way. I was like, okay, so maybe should I not get it because they didn't say anything? So again, I will ask you one more time. If you think I should get this book, please comment and let me know. And like, but still, like I'm trying to make a real, like a big girl decision right here, and I was asking for help. So thanks a lot for your fucking help, bitches. Anyway, vibing, still hot, still skinny, you know. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Like, I'm a hot girl, I'm a vibe. Been a hot girl, been a vibe. Right now, I'll be honest, I came a little unprepped. Not like crazy unprepped, like just a hair. Because, like, I knew I wanted to film a pod, but, like, I was like, okay, but what is she talking about? I just knew I wanted to film. Like, I wanted to chat with you guys. I knew that much. I did just finish watching House of Dragon. I know I talked about it a lot last episode, but like she's gaff. I don't know what to tell you. Episode 3, season 2. Big gas, big puss. A lot of build up. I'm hoping for some more action. Next episode, I'm hoping we'll see that. We'll see. Don't need to step on any toes or go any deeper in that because we did that last week. But no, let me chill. I'm fucking chilling. Calm down. I'm not gonna talk about it again. I'm actually vibing. But yeah, I decided I'm gonna sit here, chat with you guys for a little bit. Nothing too crazy. I figured because I low-key haven't talked about this, I feel like very much or at all. But we sit behind this shit this shit sits behind me every week and I don't talk about it. Like, I don't know why I haven't. I just like haven't. Like, don't shoot the fucking messenger about it. I'm gonna talk about it now. But yeah, I think I briefly talked about like the fact that I do enjoy art. I don't know if I feel like I told this story about my people. Have I? I don't know. If I have, I'm gonna tell it again. I don't care. He passed. So like, if you don't want to hear it again, like, get over it. I'm grieving. Fuck you. But when I was really little, I was in third grade, and I had an art show at school. So we were like vibing, it was the first time my school I lived on a military base. It was like the first time we had like added electives into like shit. So it wasn't just like science, math, and all this shit. But I was in third grade, so I was like giving not electives at the time. They call them like specials or whatever the fuck. So it was like music, PE, art type beat. So we did these things like one of them a week, or I think it was like once a week we went to each one. You feel it. I haven't been in elementary school in a long fucking time. Sue me. Oh well. But yeah, we went to the thing, and I really ended up liking this teacher. I just remember being like, damn, I never knew like art was all that. Like, I thought it was just coloring. Like, you ever heard of Crayola? I thought that was it. But we were just scratching the surface. She said, Mama Crayola, have you heard of pastel? I said, who's she? Who the fuck is Miss Pastel? And she said, oh, you're going to be a fan. And alas, I was. So yeah, I did 2 pieces. Like, there was one that was, I think it was like a windmill, I think. It like wasn't like that good, but it was like there, shading, all the shit. Like, I am like that bitch. And then what else did I do? It was something inspired by Picasso, but it was like, I think it was supposed to be like a self-portrait, but like Picasso vibe. So I did that with colored pencils. And I remember thinking to myself, this shit looks ugly. Like, ooh, you may have fucked up here. Like, maybe art isn't your thing. Maybe you should chill. Fast forward, we start this art show. We do this. It's like Big Puss. I lived, as aforementioned, in California. And my Mima and my Peepaw came to visit us for, I don't know what. It might have been like for one of my siblings being born or something like that. Sometimes they just like came to visit because like I lived in California and I was really cool like when I was little. So they were probably like jealous that they didn't get to spend a lot of time with me. So that's probably what it was. But yeah, basically my Mima and Peepaw came, and my Peepaw was walking around, and I guess he saw one of my pieces. He liked it a lot, went sat down. I had no idea because I was running around talking to my friends. I picked up this picture, and I was like, oh, let me go show Peepaw, because he loved art. Like, he was an artist, like, to like to the last day, like an artist, like in all facets, like with woodworking, with jewelry, with like in many mediums. But so his opinion as far as like art went, especially at that time when I was really little, like I knew Peepaw is art guy. Let's go talk to Peepaw. How does he feel? So I walked up to him and I was just like, hey Peepaw, this is mine. How do we feel? Is she gas or is she ass? And he was like, that's you? You did that? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, you're fucking lying. You didn't fucking do that. And I was like, okay, so now I'm fucking disrespected. Now I feel disrespected because you're rude and you're disrespectful because I actually fucking did. Like, long and hard I worked on that. That's what she said. In all seriousness, though, I was offended. I was like, girl, what do you mean? And he was like, she's really good. You did that? She's really good. And I was like, wait, time out. And he was like, yeah, girl, shit is gas. He didn't say it all like that. But basically, he was just like, damn, like, I didn't realize that, like, you had the gene, the art gene. And then that day, he was like, Yuli, you definitely are, like, pretty good at this. I would continue working on it. So I was like, I don't know. I just was, like, happy about it or something. And he's my grandpa, so I literally believed him. And I was like, girl, sold. So I started doing it. So I fucked an art that, like, paintings, drawings, that date back to way fucking, I don't even know. Like, I just have, like, done it forever. Since then, really. Like, even, like, in school, like, a bitch was doodling. Like, when I was in high school, I don't know why I did that. And I felt like it was, like, a thing that other people did. But low-key, I think I was just in my head. But I used to draw eyes over, like, everything that I fucking, like, on essays, like, rough drafts type shit. Like, a test at the end of it. Like, I don't know what the fuck that was about. But I was drawing eyes on every fucking thing. I honestly, now I feel for my teachers. Because sometimes I feel like, I wonder what they were thinking about that. I wonder if they were like, oh, she's probably doodling, or they were like, nah, because why is it always eyes? What's going on there? I don't know, because it wasn't like eyes pair. It was like singular eyes, like in different, like, how, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I was just a kid. Anyway. Yeah, I figured because I love my art and she sits behind us, I figured I could talk to you guys about some of my pieces if you're like chill with that or something. I don't know. I feel like it'd be cool. I'll put them like up here so you can see it while I'm talking about it. Because these are cute, but I want to talk about like just a few, honestly, because I have a lot of fucking paintings. I just want to talk about like a couple. Some that are near and dear to my heart. And then you can go look. I have an Instagram. I have a website. Like, go look at all this stuff. Like, please. Take a goosey gander, babes. But yeah. So, first one I want to talk about is the, a painting I did in, I want to say, this is, like, I want to say at the very start of 2020. I want to say, like, February. I feel like it was pre-COVID, but like not very long, like right before COVID. Like definitely started like maybe like January 2020. But it is something that I think it's hard for me to pinpoint the bigger ones because like I take so long to paint them. So I like my it's been done date is like when when it was made, if that makes sense. Like the day that I was like she's done, that's the day it was made. But yeah, regardless, I have this painting. It's hung up by my door to my room, but it is a painting of 3 women that are like set at a table, just kind of like in a blank space. What that is really for me is kind of something that I really do like about art is the fact that like while it can mean one thing to me, it is so easy to interpret as something else to another individual. That's one of my favorite things. So I love hearing what other people are like, girl, I did not get that at all. This is what I got. Or when people hear other things or feel other things from it. I don't know. It's interesting to me. But this one specifically is something that I think for me, one was a lot because I was mentally, I remember during that time, it was like my senior year of high school, I was struggling and it felt like I was kind of at odds with myself as far as like where I was and what I wanted to do. I felt like there was a part of me who wanted to kind of like distance myself from everybody and everything that I knew to kind of create this solo, like almost like hippie van life energy. You get it? I know you see it. And kind of just like move and literally never speak to anybody I ever knew again. And then there was another part of me that was like, you need to like study and like anchor in and be the most successful version of yourself, education wise, that anybody has ever seen. And then another person that was like, you just kind of need to focus on you, listen, figure out what you need. All of those people kind of clashed in my dome piece. And all I felt like we're sitting at a table just kind of making decisions for me. And it wasn't necessarily Alyssa, but it was these 3 women in my fucking head who were just kind of like doing that. So I feel like for me, my best way of being able to like get those holes out of my fucking head and screaming at me was to paint them. Because now they're on a fucking paper and they're quiet as fuck. Not saying jack shit, huh? Shut your damn mouth, bitch. But yeah, that one's cute. She's like a big pet for me. I really enjoy that one. It's like, I don't know. I really love it. It's one of my favorites. That's why it's at the front door of my room. So when people walk in, they can be like, oh my God, what is that? And I go, just a little something. Just a little something that I did. Just a little something or something. Yeah, it's kind of cute. But yeah, another one that I have is this one right here. I'll put it like here so you could see it. But that one is Loki. She's a little harsh, not gonna lie. It's called An Idea. Now, some of you may be able to gather what the idea was. Honestly, I'll be real. I feel like I've been in a lot of dark places in my life as far as just like mental health, and kind of just like in general and shit that has gone on in life has, not only for me, but I know for other people in the world, just kind of, it just, life gets a lot. And I feel like, sometimes, especially growing up, I would describe that to even, adults because I didn't know what was going on with my brain. I would literally be like, girl, all I know is it feels like I'm walking around and there's a cloud like above my head, like in the cartoons. That feels like what's happening to me. So it was almost like kind of that, but because of there's like blood rain coming from the clouds, it's almost kind of like I felt like the blood made it more painful, if that makes sense. It was kind of just like more of the pain leaving and all the thoughts and all the sadness and all the despair just raining down, and it feels like their head is cut off. Well, they're not feels like the bitch is cut off. But their head is cut off, so it feels like, I don't know, it's just almost disconnect, like those thoughts are disconnected from the mind. They're not even necessarily you as an individual, but they are you. I don't know. Now, if this all sounds crazy or psychotic, please let me know. Don't tell my therapist, but let me know directly. A DM will suffice. I was gonna say comment. Don't fucking do that. I don't need y'all bitches knowing if one of y'all thinks I'm crazy. Anyway. Yeah, what's another one? Oh, something that I love. One of my favorite pieces. She's back here. This one right here. We'll put her up. That one is one of my favorites because not only is it one of those ones that I've worked on for a long time, and I feel like a lot of different layers of Elisa are in that painting. My peepaw actually also helped me with that painting. So there was a day where, so my peepaw, he was really like sick towards the end of his life. Like he definitely had like issues with his health for a long time, but he was on dialysis for the better part of 10 years. And towards the end of that, I was picking him up from dialysis on certain days of the week. And we would go to like lunch and stuff. And one time when we went to lunch, I remember him telling me like, hey, mama, I would love to paint with you one day. I felt like that would be really fun for us. I was like, I'm painting something right now. Do you want to help me paint it? And he was like, should I bring it over tomorrow? So I went to his house and we painted. And in doing that, I realized that I'd never done that before. I don't know why, but like me and him both had that moment of like, why have we never fucking done this? Like, why have we never painted with each other before? Because he's always painted. I've always painted. Every time I do a drawing, I send it to him or I show him in some way, shape, or form. So we were both, I just remember him getting really emotional, and it just made me like, damn, you know? So that painting itself, it holds a really good place in my heart because he was able to, it felt like from when I was a kid, like he used to tell me like all the little things that would be wrong, or not wrong, but like just give me pointers on painting or drawing and little shit. But like the last time I had even asked him for advice, because it was more so like him critiquing the finished work, but the last time I had asked him for advice in painting or in drawing or in the art itself was when I was really little. So it was like, it was really nice to be able to like have him be like, oh mama, don't do that, try this or try this. I feel like that would work for you really well. And him seeing how I work, and I don't know, it was just really nice. It was really nice to be able to kind of do that with him, you know. It was the vibe. He was the baddest in the game, for real. Y'all bitches talk about Jose, because Jose Angel, quit fucking with him, bro. That's my dog. Speaking of, I know I said I wasn't going to pull him off the wall, but he deserves it. He deserves it. This is a painting I did for my peepaw. This is what he looked like. He's a vibe. But yeah, he's chill. I did it for him, I think for Christmas, maybe a year or two ago. And when I gave it to him, he was like, "What the fuck, bruh?" And I used oils because that was his paint, like his medium. Like he loved oil paints, and I'm just like, it's good. I like them. It's just I'm an impatient bitch, and I don't like to wait 6 months for a fucking painting to dry. Like, fuck you for that. Like, how about dry tomorrow like acrylic? The fuck? Anyway. Sorry. Need to go on a little art tangent. But yeah, shit was whack. I love you, people. Yeah. Other than that, what is another painting that I have? Should we talk about one more? Do y'all want to know about her? I low key maybe because she stays staring at y'all every fucking episode. Do y'all hate her? How do you feel? The vibe, I'll be real. Some of my profile ones when they're like this are more so me just kind of trying to figure out a vibe and kind of like just seeing how a character would look in my font or my style, if that makes sense. Like a character that lives in my brain, how they would vibe. So like this, she almost gives me like a sickly older Coraline with no body. You get it? Okay, good. You no, but you got it though, right? Okay. I was scared. It's chill. But yeah, I've just kind of really enjoyed doing art for like, I don't even know how long, since I was a little jit, dare I say. That makes me uncomfortable. I'm sorry that I did that to you guys. That was low-key weird and rude. I'm sorry. I said I was fucking sorry. Like, actually get over yourself. I'm just a girl. Speaking of just being a girl, look, I'm gonna get into an Am I the Asshole segment in a second, but I need to vent to you bitches. I'm gonna be real. I usually don't be telling my business like that. Cut to her podcast intro. But okay. So I know an individual. Okay. And I've known this individual for the better part of 6-ish years. Okay. It's chill. It's a vibe. Having a blast. Whatever. Okay. But I'm technically supposed to be standing on business right now. Technically. But also, Destiny said she wanted tea when she got back. And I'm just formulating tea. So what is the issue? I'm just a girl. Alright? You guys get it. Now listen. If any of y'all snitch bitches go fucking try and find out who the fuck I'm talking about, you're dead. You're actually dead. Because what are you doing? Being all nosy all up in my fucking business. That was my little tangent for you because I'm just letting you into my personal business. You're fucking welcome. Don't ask me about it again. Anyway. Yeah. I feel like this has been a really short one, but like, I don't have too much to chat about, you know? I feel like me and you have been a little bit closer recently. I feel like we've chatted a lot. We've really opened ourselves up to each other, in my personal opinion. I feel like maybe we could do a little Am I the Asshole segment, and then I'll let you guys go. We'll do some media too, but give me a second. Okay. This is a thickie. Are we ready? Let's do it. Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to take my stepdad's last name? Can't say. Let's see. I, 17 male, really might be an asshole here, but I wanted outsiders to weigh in. My dad died when I was 4. Damn. I have vague memories, but I don't remember a lot about him. When I was 6, my mom and stepdad met, and I was still 6 when they got married. Though it was only a couple of days away from my 7th birthday, and I remember it very well because they went on a honeymoon on my actual birthday, lol. Not off to a good start. I love my stepdad. I don't call him dad. I call him Steven to his face. He gets stepdad Father's Day cards and not dad cards. Noted. I never slip and call him dad. I never tell people he's my dad. I tell him I love him and we spend time together, but I never call it father and son time. He has wanted me to be his son, but I never wanted to see another person as dad. It feels wrong to me. Felt. I understand that. That's valid. It always has nothing, has and never has changed my mind. Okay, that threw me off. I would hate to die and have kids and for them to call someone else dad or be adopted by someone else. Low key, I feel that. Because, like, that's low key respect for his dad. I do. Because, like, you can't. Sorry, let me finish. I'm sorry. Okay. My stepdad never adopted me, though. He and my mom brought up the topic every few months since they got back from their honeymoon. I've always said no. We have gone to therapy to talk about the topic. We have discussed what being adopted would mean, all of the benefits and the cons, though they still see no cons at all. I've never changed my mind. I still love him, but I don't want him to be my dad. He has no kids of his own. My mom can't have any more since me and he's sterile. I don't get that. And he has been since early childhood. They never adopted, not sure on the details there, but I'm the only kid. About a year ago, they gave up on the adoption and instead asked me to take my stepdad's last name. Mom said stepdad deserves to have his last name carried on, since he's an only child, while my dad has siblings and nieces and nephews with his name, so it will carry on. They told me how much it would mean to my stepdad. My mom told me how much my stepdad deserves this. He told me how much he loves me as his son and has longed for me to return that same love back. And if I don't carry on his last name, I said no. This was not the end. And my mom especially has been relentless about me changing my name. My stepdad asked once after they asked me together, and he once learned that my dad had left money for my future. He basically saw that as the end of him being able to earn the role of dad in my eyes, and realized I wanted my dad's real name. My mom asked me how can I love my stepdad and still reject being adopted by him or taking his name. I told her that I love my dad more. My loyalty is more with my dad. My connection with my dad is more important to me. I also pointed out my name has been my name for 17 years. I asked why she hasn't loved my stepdad more than my dad. Damn. She said that she doesn't, and I asked her towards the end of this is getting hard to read. I'm not gonna lie, champ. Like, what the fuck are we saying? She said she doesn't like it, and I asked her how that was possible maybe when she's been so pushy about changing my name and adoption since she got remarried. She told me I should do the same. Am I the asshole? I don't know. I think that for your mom it makes sense. She got married. Okay. Change your name, you got married. I get it. Like, fuck it. Like, she's ready to move on, and that's fair. But a relationship is different than a parent. I'm sorry. Like, what do you mean? I get that, like, he said he doesn't remember much about his dad. He passed when he was 4. But he also said that his dad left him something. So in the event that his dad left him something, there was, like, a sickness there, I believe. It sounds like there was, like, this was an unwanted, but we all knew it was going to happen kind of thing. So it doesn't sound like his father is not missed by others. Like, it sounds like he was a nice guy and all that. So I think it's very valid for him to have wanted to keep his dad's last name. And I don't think that her reasoning for the stepdad is valid either. Because, like, okay, Anne, like, he deserves, like, why? I get, like, he was a father figure. But, like, at the end of the day, he doesn't deserve his name to be carried on because he didn't stick his dick in that pussy and make it work, no? Like, he didn't create the kid. So, by that logic, you don't deserve it. Sue me if I'm wrong, but that's just me. Other than that, babies, I'm going to hit you with some media and then I'll let you fuckers go. Okay? I'll just let you live and vibe and feel hot. Because that's what we do here. Okay? Recently, I have been listening. I love Ross Lynch. I do. He's bad bitty. Fucking fine fuck. I love that man. But the driver error, him and his brother, girl, that shit is so gas. I've been them on repeat. Miss Jessie Reyes on repeat. I'm low-key hitting you with artists right now and less of music because I've low-key just been hitting artists, just like repeating their whole discography. So Jessie Reyes, Charlie XCX, Willar, Victoria Monet, and who did I say first? Oh, the driver error. Okay, those are my pussies for right now. Okay, girls and guys, I didn't forget about you fuckers. Chill. Oh, it's still Pride. Okay, so go out, go to Pride, have fun, tell people you love them, and if you don't, close your mouth. Okay? Okay. All right, babies. I love you. You have a fantabulous rest of your day. I know this has been a real short pod, but it's just for us. So we could have a key, we could talk and vibe. Okay, babies? I love you. I'll see you later, alligators. Ciao. Babies. Still hot, still skinny, you know.